What's up, everybody? The new ban list goes into effect tomorrow. So I keep seeing that Cyber Orcust is dead. And I had a few ideas to try, so I just wanted to bring it to locals today and test it out. I played without Nightmare Mermaid, and I went 4-0. I 2-0'd Exodia, True Draco, Pendulum, and then the final round I went 1-2 to 1 over another Pendulum player. Deck was just insanely consistent. 9 games, I was able to Orcus combo 7 out of the 9, and the other two were Infinity set Twister's Pass against Pendulum, and Vanity's Fiend set Overflow to pop 2 against Pendulum. So deck was just super consistent and really, really good. One Cyber Dragon. The trap build was the first one I saw playing one Cyber Dragon, no machine dupes. And I kind of tried it with some other builds, and it really does, oddly enough, add consistency and just make the deck so much less bricky and just really, really consistent, which is weird because Machine Dupe's one of our, always viewed it as one of our best consistency cards, extenders, power cards, however you look at it, OTKs, control boards. Always been a huge, huge 3 dupe, never cut it to less advocate, but clearly not anymore. Pure, I'd still play 3 and 3, but for Orcus, I really one Cyber Dragon performed amazing. Triple Core still best normal summon in the deck. Triple Hers, getting your cards back, and I sided Vanity's Fiend, so being able to like 1-for-1 Hers out and then normal summon Vanity's Fiend, just really, really good. Only planned on playing 2. But I was gonna borrow a second Jackalope, but wasn't able to, so I threw a third Nashter in, and it worked really, really good. I might actually keep all 3 because pitch Orcus for Nashter, and then normal summon anything, and then Orcus Grave effects, yada yada. You have full combo that way. So it performed really, really good. For sure, I'm gonna keep 2. Probably might actually keep the third one in there because I loved it. Double Galaxy Soldiers, standard still. I did play a going second build because having the 6 Orcus cards, Foolish Burial, you have like a 63-64% chance to open one in your starting 5. But that 6th card, you go up to like a 72% chance to open it, not counting your dangers, your draws, and deck thinning before you danger reveal. So just really able to get to your Orcus cards almost every single game. But going second, Pankratops is just insane. Pendulum player, he ended Odd-Eyes Vortex, Saryuja, Dawn Dragster, the main Endymion guy, and a Jackal King. And I just broke right through his entire board and then Orcus comboed, and he scooped. Let's go to game 2 because there's nothing he was going to be able to do. Nightmare, or Orcus package. Double Nightmare. Considered 3, but really, other than seeing it in your hand to pitch it right away, you never want to see it in your hand. So just the 2. Triple Harp Horror, though. Card was just really, really good. Saw it quite a bit, and being able to pitch it, even with Nightmare, with Mermaid, whenever I would open one, I'd always skip the Nightmare stuff if possible, because it was just, if you get hit then at the hand trap, it just really, really hurts. So being able to skip your Nightmare searches or your summon anyway. Triple Harp. 1 Symbol Skeleton still. I forgot what card it was. Someone played something where they banished the top few off my deck, and they actually hit him, but luckily we get to Galatea before we summoned Symbol Skeletons. I just summoned, pitched hers, or Harp Horror, and summoned Orcus Nightmare to go into my Galatea and return Symbol for Galatea's effect, and then dumped it back to the graveyard with Nightmare Orcus, so we were able to play around really good. Card is one of the best cards in the deck. It's so broken. It won me at least 2 or 3 games on its own, basically. And I had one guy, he boar loaded, and he took it from me. So on my turn, then I banished Core, summoned a Cyber Dragon, and I went into Chimera Tech Fortress using Cyber Dragon and Gizmic. And then I used Gizmic's effect in the graveyard to summon it, and then went into Dingirsu to send his Boarload to the grave, and then normal summoned a monster and ended up winning. Card's just really, really good. And I used his banishing from the extra deck effect for the first time today, and just really pushed through a lot of big boards. Only played the one because I only have the one. I honestly might even cut it because without Mermaid, the dangers, you don't necessarily want the free bodies anymore. You want the free draws, and now you want to discard your Orcust cards, whereas before you played your double Jackalopes, 2 Nessie, 2 Snake, because they were free bodies no matter what. You know, you either summon it and draw, or you pitch it and summon from your deck. Summon it and draw, pitch it and add your Snake, summon it and draw, or ditch it and summon it. But now you really want the draws off them instead. So thinking of that, I went with double Mothman. Card is just really, really good seeing it, because you can say you don't or you reveal it and you discard a danger or something, you summon it then and you draw, but if you do discard it, you can draw a card and then discard a danger or an Orcust card out of your hand anyway. I really might bump this up to 3. If I brought my binder of cards with me, I would have played 3 instead of having the last Jackal, but Mothman was really, really good. Normally don't like giving my opponents cards, but it really came in clutch a few times. Triple Emergency, standard still. Just the 1 Repair Plant. I borrowed a couple, but I played triple Mind Control. Mind Control and Pankratops. The Pendulum player, when I opened Mind Control Pankratops, I really didn't even care. He went full board, and I outed almost his entire board with just those 2 cards. So I had 4 cards to out the last negate, and that's how I just completely stomped him. A few cards left. I've played 3 one-offs. 1 1-for-1. Apparently I don't have a Brass Bombard. That was the main reason I was going to play it. But still special summoning, especially I sided Vanity's Fiend. So special Nashter or hers out of the deck, and then tribute it for Vanity's Fiend. But the main idea was pitch a card if I don't have any Orcus in hand, and summon Brass Bombard out of the deck and get to my Orcus combo that way. Foolish Burial loved me today. I saw it so much. It was actually really insane. I don't expect that to happen all the time. And 1 Monster Reborn. Then there's the 2 traps. I played for going second, but I could still do the full Orcus combo pretty easily going first. So wasn't too big of an issue. I actually got forced first quite a bit, even before they knew I was playing Cyber Dragon, unless they just field center Cyber Dragon, he can't go first, and then Orcus combo and win. Extra deck, I played double Mega Fleets, 2 Fortress Dragons. There's usually a lot of Orcus and Cyber Dragon, Sky Striker at my locals, and oddly enough, I didn't play any of them. So, depending how the format shapes up, I'll probably drop that down. But for my locals, because it's heavy on those machines, I played it that way. And I didn't go into 2 of either of them at all. But I don't regret it. In case I get Nibiru'd, I didn't get Nibiru'd at all, but it's nice to have just in case. Infinity Nova, and then Dingir Sufra are your XZs. All pretty much standard. All Mirage, obviously, again, standard. Then, like I said, with Vanities, trying to, especially because there are hands where you could, like, full Orcus combo, and then normal summon Vanity's Fiend after it, at the end anyway. But, All Mirage needs a normal summon monster, so Lyn Karibo really helped with that, with, Nashter, hers, and will help with Brass Bombard too once I put it in there. All being level 1 targets for Lyn Karibo. Plus, if you normal your Nashter or whatever, and just getting Karibo in grave early for that on-field targeting protection, where say they Widow Anchor it or anything that targets it on field, and you just chain your Karibo from graveyard. Never needed a second once, so I ran with 1. Because playing before, I never went into 2. So I tried it at 1 and 1 Long Gear, so gonna just keep it. I still never use a second one. Still great removal, so I go into Phoenix. I went into it quite a bit today, but the real MVP of the extra deck was Unicorn. I almost took it out too, but there was like 4 games probably where kind of got into an awkward position where I couldn't do a whole lot more, and I just was like, oh yeah, I'm playing Nightmare Unicorn again. So then Unicorn, pitch a card, pop, and then bounce a card on field, banish symbol, bring Dingirsu back, send the last card they have to grave, and just win. And then the Boral Sword Dragon. Side deck, I'm not going to go through. I played Vanity's Fiend, and like I said, I expected a lot of Cyber Dragons, so I played different Dimension Ground because you can't contact Fuse under it because they go to banished instead, and contact fusions require it to hit the graveyard. But I'm not sure how the format's going to form up exactly until after this next weekend, and then we'll have a better idea, and then I'll have a more solid side deck. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed my take on the post-October ban list Cyber Orcust.